Well, it was another beautiful day today, blue sky and very, very balmy weather. We're thankful for that. We're going backwards from Revelation to Genesis, and we're looking at some of my favorite sections of Scripture. But as I came to Colossians 3:18, I recognized it hasn't been very long ago that I spoke on this subject on these devotions, talking about wives being subject to husbands. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church, not being bittered against them. Children, be obedient to your parents. Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Workers or slaves, be obedient to your masters, and masters, treat your slaves with kindness and with proper justice and fairness. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time except to tell you that that's where that section is. I do want to bring your attention to verse 25. For he who does wrong will receive the consequences of the wrong which he has done, and that without partiality. And I think that's an important passage of Scripture. So many people say that Baptists believe once saved, always saved, therefore they can do whatever they want to, but that's not what the Scripture says in full context. As a matter of fact, this is a perfect example of a verse that says, even if you're a Christian, you're going to get the consequences of your wrong behavior, and without any partiality. So I think it's very, very important for you to look at chapter 3, verse 25, and understand that there are consequences for wrong behavior. But finally, let me bring you down to Colossians 4, verses 5 and 6. Conduct yourselves with wisdom towards outsiders, making the most of the opportunity. Let your speech always be with grace, as though seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you should respond to each person. The other day we were in a restaurant, I believe it was Sunday, and we asked the waitress, as we usually do, is there anything we can pray for you for? And she said, with somewhat of a tear in her eye, my mother, Heather, she has some kind of growth on her ovaries and is dangerously close to major arteries, and the surgery is going to be extremely tricky. So I hope you'll lift up Heather and her family. This daughter that was our waitress was obviously very concerned for her mother, Heather, and it sounds like it is going to be a very difficult surgery. So I hope that you'll pray for them. But you see, let your speech be always with grace. The service was very slow. The service was not only slow, but the waitress and people in the restaurant looked like they were overloaded, didn't have as much help as they needed for the amount of people that were there. And the bill was slow coming. Nevertheless, if I had let my normal impatience conduct my life and my attitude, we would never have heard about that opportunity to pray for Heather. You see, it says, let your speech always be with grace and seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you should respond to each person. I'm convinced that we touched that young lady's life. And hopefully she went home and told her mother, Heather, that there would be people praying for her. It says, conduct yourself with wisdom towards outsiders, making the most of every opportunity. I hope you're going to do that. I hope you're going to watch for opportunities to witness, opportunities to ask people if you can pray for them, and continue to minister to those that you perhaps don't even know. But what a wonderful opportunity. And we just need to pray for wisdom so that we watch for those opportunities and don't miss any of those opportunities. By the way, I don't work for FedEx. This just happened to be a shirt that was misprinted that somebody gave us, but it's my work shirt, and I just came in from working out in the yard. My thought for the day: conduct yourselves with wisdom. Let your speech be seasoned with grace and salt. that you know how to respond to every person that you're around. God bless you and have a great day.